everyone, my name is Brandon, and today I'm here to review Captain Marvel. I have been so looking forward to seeing this movie since it was announced. Captain Marvel is actually the first comic book I read in the Marvel Universe, so I have a very special connection with that. And then I also have a very special connection with Brie Larson because I've loved her since I was like a kid. I watched her in Hoot and I loved it. It's just, she's been around in my life for a while, so to see that she's going to be this superhero, I was so looking forward to it. I was actually really good with this movie. Normally I spoil myself for what happens, like I just don't care, so I look up spoilers or I see them on Tumblr or something like that. But I was very good, guys, about not looking up spoilers with this movie because I wanted to go in and I wanted to be surprised about what was going to happen. Now, getting into spoiler territory though, I will say if you haven't seen the movie, I knew from the trailers, like I could just tell that Jude Law's character was going to be a bad guy. Like I just felt like you saw so little of him in the trailer and he's Jude Law, so I was like, obviously he's not gonna be in that little of the movie, so like I kind of figured he's probably gonna be a bad guy. What I didn't expect was for like every single person on her team to be a bad guy. Like I was like, not Astrid from Crazy Rich Asians, girl, I was rooting for you. So that was a really good twist because I like the idea of the side you think you're fighting for and you think like that is your right side, flipping that idea. I know they're bad in the comic books, but in the movie, the Skrulls, I loved them. They were just doing their thing, trying to find a homeland. Like, I get it, bros. I get it. And the little children's Skrulls were so cute. They reminded me of like the aliens in Sims 4. They were so cute. Like, I would adopt one in a heartbeat. And they just wanted, like I said, they just wanted a home. I love the main Skrull that we got to interact with. He was hysterical. Like, my favorite part with him was when Fury got scratched by Goose and he was like, oh, it's just a scratch, I'll be fine. And then you look in the back and he's just like he knows. And then when they were going into space and Fury was like, is this turbulence normal? And Carol's like, yeah, pretty much. And then you just see Talos in the background like, no. Like, he was just so funny when he showed up at Maria's house and he was just like, cards on the table, bro. We need your help. Like, we're not the bad guys. We're just looking for a home. Like, the Kree have taken everything from us. I was so happy he survived. I was like, because I literally, when he was standing in front of the hangar, like, saying whatever to his child, I was like, get away from that open hangar, like you're gonna get shot. And then he gets shot. And I was like, the main thing though we need to get into is Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, because that's what everyone wants to talk about. Now, I think Brie Larson did a phenomenal job as her. And one thing I really liked in this movie is there was a big emphasis on Carol being too emotional and needing to get her emotions in check. We saw the Air Force guy saying like, you're too emotional, like women can't fly because you can't get your emotions in check. Jude Law's character said many times like she has to get her emotions in check if she wants to beat him in a fight. And that's something that women are told every day. Every day, get your emotions in check. When a man gets angry or starts to yell or something like that, he's seen as passionate. When a woman, it's emotional and you need to control yourself and calm yourself. So every time someone said that to her, I was just like, so to see her, you know, what gave her her true strength at the end of the day was her emotion. And two of my favorite scenes, I will say, one scene that made me cry was when she was trapped in the collective at the end, and the collective was basically saying like, we gave you these powers, we can take them away. Like, you're not stronger than us, you're not smarter than us, we're gonna own you and control you. And she realizes through her memories that she is the one who gave herself these powers. Like, she shot the little thing and boom, and the energy absorbed into her. They can't take her powers because they didn't give them to her. They've just been regulating them, controlling how powerful she is and how powerful they want her to be. And when she realizes like that she doesn't need that, like she's strong on her own, she breaks that thing and breaks out of the control and just starts to glow. Like, I was sobbing because to me it just stands for so many things. When she said, I've been fighting with one hand tied behind my back this whole time, what happens if I let go? That applies to so many things. Like, to me, sitting there in the audience, to me, I was relating it to like my anxiety and how it literally feels like, yeah, you're kind of going through things with like not your full self there, like you're holding back. And to see her let go and completely just change herself and be who she is, I was just like, yeah, like full on sobbing. Like, my poor friend was like, are you okay? And I was just like, this is so beautiful. And then the other scene that I really liked was, again, more towards the end, when Jude Law's character had kind of gotten up and was saying that, like, still basically insulting her, that like she's too emotional, and now that she has these emotions, like, let's see if she can actually beat him. And I was just like, oh great, because I feel like a lot of movies, especially with women and like underdog tales, not that Captain Marvel's an underdog, but you know what I mean, like discounted for tales, I guess, you know. They have this scene where it's like they find out like the leader or like their like father figure or something like that has been betraying them and leading them astray, and it builds and builds and builds, so no matter how many bad people they fight and win against, like they can't truly be strong until they've defeated their mentor. And I was just like, oh great, here we go again. So he's like, let's see if you can finally beat me, blah blah blah, and you think it's gonna lead to this big fight, and then she just fucking blasts him back into a rock and is like, I don't have to prove anything to you. And I was just like, fuck yes! Like, that is exactly what I want, because it's like, she does not have to prove to you that she doesn't have to fight you. She doesn't have to do anything because she just kicked so many people's butts. It's not that once you defeat this person, you are finally strong and worthy in our eyes. Like, fuck off! She is so strong, and she just fucking blasted you against a rock, so shut up, Jude Law! I didn't know his character's name, so like, every time after we found out about the betrayal, he would come on and I was like, fuck you, Jude Law, just, like, Carol would kick his butt, and I'm like, yeah, that's right, fucking Jude Law, you son of a bitch. Like, I was just so, and my friend loves Jude Law, and she's like, Miranda, and I'm like, I don't know his character name, I'm sorry. So it was just so awesome to see, you know, like, that's what this was in essence. It was to all the, like, whiny fanboys and men who are like, she's not strong enough, she's not pretty enough, and I only care if my superheroes are pretty. She isn't on the level of Captain America and Thor and all that. She hasn't earned it yet. It was saying like, damn right I earned it. Like, I just tore apart a freaking spaceship. I don't have to now defeat this one dude to show that I'm worthy of whatever your conceptions, notions of me are. Like, I absolutely loved it, and that was just who she was. She was constantly defying your expectations of having to prove herself. And like, her saying, I have nothing to prove to you, that just stuck with me so much, because I think constantly that's something women worry about, is like, I have to show that I'm worthy enough. I have to show that like, I can do this, I can do that. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you feel like you're capable. And if you're capable and if you do your shit, people will see that. There's not like a level you have to get to. It's just do what you know yourself, know what you're worthy of, and people are gonna see that regardless of what stupid people might think, you know? So I just really loved it. I loved Carol in general. I loved her whole personality, her snark, her wit, just her, you know, everything about her. She's who I would want to be. Like, she is amazing, and she's just so confident, so strong. I think the only thing that I would have liked to see more in the movie is maybe a bit more of like her home life beforehand, more scenes with Maria maybe, but at the same time I feel like this movie was so perfectly plotted and paced that I almost think that might have taken away from it, so I'm okay with them not having that in, and maybe it'll be explored, you know, in other movies with her. I'm so looking forward to seeing what she's gonna do in Avengers Endgame. She's gonna fuck some shit up. And I just think it's so awesome because, you know, Endgame's gonna be like wrapping up a bunch of stories with like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and it's like she's kind of ushering in this new era along with like Black Panther. It's gonna be this new era of superheroes. They're more diverse, they're younger, you know, it's like they're less kind of battle weary, I feel like, already. You know, they still have a bit more, you know, not so much sad and worn down like some of our other superheroes are. I also loved her and Fury's relationship. That was really cute. Like, me and my friend were saying he's definitely her favorite out of the Avengers, Carol. Like, just to see him be lighter and looser was really, really awesome. So I think this movie is just so amazing. Like, I just am watching it thinking about all the girls who are growing up now and getting to see a woman superhero. This is a movie I would have loved to have when I was a little girl, because when I wanted to play superheroes, or when I wanted to hang superhero posters up or something, you could only be the boys. Those were the only ones who had movies. Like, even people who weren't into the comics knew who they were. There weren't really girls aside from Wonder Woman, I would say, and you can't all be Wonder Woman, because if you had like more than 2 girls playing, you can't both be Wonder Woman. So it's just really awesome now that like we have a Wonder Woman movie, we have this Captain Marvel movie, and girls are gonna be able to watch it and look up and aspire to be as strong as they truly are, and know that they don't have to prove their worth to anyone, that they can just be who they are and people will see that for what it is. So that's really awesome. So I really, really love this movie. I can't wait to see Captain Marvel again in Endgame, and like I said, other future movies that she might get into. So if you have seen this movie, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also, make sure to stay a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!